Welcome, my fellow fan of rhetoric. Welcome to Push Your Pitch, how you can sell your idea in 7+1 proven steps. I am Florian Muick, but everyone calls me Flo. In 2009, I turned my biggest passion in life, public speaking, into a profession. Ever since I've been a professional speaker and public speaking coach, I love rhetoric. He, Mr. Aristotle, is my best friend. Since 2009, I worked with more than 120 companies, small, big, startups, freelancers, founders, entrepreneurs. I helped them to sell their product ideas. I helped them to sell their solution. I helped them to get financing for their startups. I know about persuasion and moving people to action, the scientific art that is rhetoric. Now I canalized all this knowledge that I gathered over the years into an online course. But before I invite you to that online course that will help you to turn a blank sheet of paper into a rock solid pitch, here is some summary for you of the entire course. More or less 10 minutes, an informative summary. And afterwards, let's talk. But first, enjoy the show. I'm a militant pacifist, but I know that this man here is completely right. This man here is Sun Tzu, the great Chinese military strategist and philosopher, 6th and 5th century BCE. Sun Tzu wrote this book, The Art of War. I love the book. And he said this, or paraphrasing Sun Tzu, every battle is won before you open PowerPoint. You have to know your battlefield. I don't have to be Sun Tzu to know that. If you don't know your battlefield, how can you win the battle? Selling your idea is a battle. You want to win this battle of persuasion, so you better know your battlefield. The original idea for this first step goes back to John Zimmer, my friend, my business partner, co-author of Der TED-Effekt, published in German and in Russian. And don't you love when they publish your books in Russian? In the book, The TED-Effekt, we call it Know the Terrain. I call it battlefield in my coachings. On this battlefield of persuasion, you want to analyze 3 dimensions. First, you, the speaker. Without you, there is no pitch. Second, the idea. Without an idea, you cannot sell an idea. Third, them, the prospect, the clients, the customers, the investors, the board of directors. In this first step battlefield, together in my coaching, we will analyze diligently these 3 dimensions, and on top of that, the relationships between them. In the end, it looks like a Christmas tree. On a huge flip chart or whiteboards, it's always funny because nobody can read my handwriting. This first step, the battlefield, is essential to understand what are we dealing with here. Every battle is won before you open PowerPoint. In public speaking, we have 4 main objectives: to inform, to entertain, to persuade, to inspire. You here want to sell your idea, you want to push your pitch. You don't want to only inform about something, and you definitely don't want to only entertain them, and you don't even only want to inspire them. Oh, that was so inspiring. You want to persuade them and move them to action. That's exactly what you want to do. And this is the essence of rhetoric, persuading people and moving them to action. Moving people to action means at the end of your pitch, people take action. And this brings us right to a huge problem. People always ask the audience to build a pyramid. Giza, we have a problem. They want you to build a pyramid. This is like when I ask you at the end of my pitch, so now we need 1 million, you can sign here. Nothing will happen. I need 100 more people on my team. Nothing will happen. I need 5 million budget. Nothing will happen. Don't ask for the pyramid. Always ask for the first stroke. That first stroke is the famous call to action. The first step towards the pyramid. Towards 5 million budget. Towards the funding of your startup. I created a triple S checklist to make sure that your call to action at the end of your pitch is the right stroke. Great, now you have a clear objective, a first step, the call to action towards investment, budget, pyramid. Now comes the essence, the DNA of your pitch, the message. The message for me is the essence of your entire talk, your pitch in one sentence. Make it Instagrammable. Instagrammable. I will make sure with you in my coaching session that you will apply a process for your message building. It's the most important sentence and people just don't care. What was this all about? Yeah, something about an app. Can you tell me what was the essence of this? Something with fintech? Where is the message? You need to get it right. Instagrammable. My favorite message in more than 11 years of my first years of coaching. Have you played Candy Crush? Data scientist Hugo from New Zealand goes to Cologne, gives a speech in Cologne. He's a data scientist. In his audience, there are data scientists, quantum physicists, and designers. I told Hugo, we are screwed, man. They never meet each other in life. Not even at a party they would meet. One would be in the kitchen, the other one in the living room. And they are in the same audience. Data scientists and designers. Half an hour of forging his message. Instagrammable. Hugo went to Cologne and said, fun needs math. That's a message. Perfect. Now you will have an Instagrammable message. Now you're ready for step number 4. Get ready to meet your biggest enemy when you want to sell your idea. The biggest enemy is about to come. Not yet. Almost there. It's coming. And slow motion. And that is your biggest enemy. Irrelevance. If your idea is not relevant to them, you're out. Rhetorical questions, bold promises, benefits of your message. I will share with you 7 ideas in my coaching session. How you can make your idea, your speech, your pitch more relevant to them. If they don't care, they do not care. Now comes the big of rhetoric. No structure, no persuasion. Little structure, little persuasion. Rock solid structure, rock solid persuasion. In this 5th step, you will meet my speech structure building. The speech structure building is not rocket science, it's a Greek temple, but it works for 2,300 years. You will learn about what to put in the opening in your pitch. We will go through the pillars, the speech body. And you will learn about why I use logos, ethos, pathos as my preferred pitch structure, the logic, the credibility, and the emotion. You will also learn what to put into the roof. And the roof is not on fire, my friend. The roof is so important. The speech structure building is a rock solid structure. After the 5th step, you have a cool structure, a Greek temple, the speech structure building. But it is a bit naked, especially in the pillars. We have to fill it now with content. And content is king. We will fill the entire structure with facts, figures, data, statistics, surveys, research. Every time you do not know who made the research, say Stanford University. Always sounds cool. Expert opinions, examples, demonstration, ethos building, anecdotes, quotes, questions, vision, storytelling, analogies, and yes, even the biggest board member of the biggest Fortune 500 company in the world loves to laugh. We will build in humor into your pitch. Content is king. In the 6th step, we will make sure you hail the king. When you look back at your school days, Did you love to do homework? Seventh step, homework for you. Now it's time to write it out. It's an amazing exercise to put it all together in a real speech written out. 100 words, 1 minute. If your pitch is 3 minutes, I will give you homework to write a 300-word speech. If your pitch is 7 minutes, 700 words. I will share with you in our coaching session tips and techniques to speak to the ears. Speaking is not writing. You write for the eyes. You speak to the ears. All this we will cover in the 7th step. But I can tell you, without homework, this will not work. Back to school again. Step number 8 has finally arrived. You are now allowed to open PowerPoint. In the 8th step, I will share with you lessons learned, and I give you guidance and techniques to not replace your speech, your pitch, your amazing pitch that you already have. You will complement your amazing pitch with amazing slides to have more power in your point. So here you have them, the 8 steps to pushing your pitch. And it's about analyzing the battlefield. You have to know your battlefield. How can you win a battle of persuasion if you don't know what you're dealing with? You need a clear objective, which is the first step, the call to action. You will learn about a triple S checklist to always get the stroke right. You will mason your message Instagrammable, like fun needs math. You will make your message relevant, because if they don't care, they don't care. You will learn in our coaching session how to structure a persuasive pitch. Structure is the big bang of persuasion, and then you have to fill it with facts, figure, data, till humor. Even board members love to laugh. You will learn how to write a better speech, because when you speak, it's not writing. And I want you to get this right. And once you've done that homework of writing out your speech, then you can switch on the computer and do your complimentary slides, which will add power to your point of your amazing pitch. So that's the 7+1 steps. When I created this course, I thought about freelancers, founders, entrepreneurs, because you guys, you pitch all the time. And when I work with you guys, the presentations, slides and slides and slides and boring. And I used to do that. I used to open my computer, create slides and present. You saw slides in my process is the last step. You have to follow a process to make it all happen. Rhetoric is a scientific art. What makes this program Push Your Pitch different from others? It's a clear process. 8 steps, blank sheet, rock solid pitch. And it works with mathematical precision. On top, I didn't stop there, because I thought, if you guys do not understand the base, the foundation of rhetoric, which is logos, ethos, pathos, that is the foundation of everything. You cannot really pitch successfully. This is why the foundation of the course is the DNA of rhetoric, logos, ethos, pathos. Then, in the rooftop, again I thought, okay, now you have all the content in the world. Content is king, but we need the queen, the delivery. How do you transmit your message? This is why in the roof we go into impact even in the course. In total, 4 hours, 22 minutes and 30 seconds of edited material. I cut out all the noise. You will have a workbook with 27 tasks to turn that empty sheet into a rock solid pitch. All this you get in that course, Push Your Pitch. How much is it? You have a low investment for high value. Return on investment. And a special bonus, I created a closed Facebook group that you can access through the course. And there we will have a community of people who love to pitch, who have to sell their ideas all the time. And then we can exchange ideas. Of course, I will be part of this discussion. So I'm looking forward to that as well. When I look back into my past, I always had problems selling my ideas because I didn't know how to. You will not only learn how to sell your deer, you will stick out of the mass of pitches. And that for me is the biggest benefit for you. Below this video there is a button, just click it. It will lead you to the form to order the course, and then see you. Hasta la vista. I live in Barcelona in Spain. Hasta la vista. See you in the course. Let's go.